Taco supati desu! Good morning, y'all. Day 1 of Taco Party pop-up prep begins. Let's head down to Miyawara Shoten. Alright, here we are. Danny's gonna drop me off so I can get to cooking while she goes and cleans the guest house.
Well, I just got here to the guest house. I'm cleaning up after a group of 6 who just stayed 2 nights with us. So laundry is going already. While I was cleaning, Evan got a call from EO Bank, which means that we have officially received our very first Japanese bank loan. So, since it is almost the end of the year and the loan payment has been deposited into our new loan account, we're going to go down to the bank and use the ATM to send a payment directly to our contractor for the work that he did replacing the garage future retro shop roof. Having that new roof on there is quite an upgrade. More on this coming soon. Let's go deliver these honeys. Well, it's only Tuesday, December 30th, so the second day of the New Year holiday week, but I already almost couldn't find a place to park down here at the Michino Eki. All right, the honey has been delivered, the bank loan has been received, the contractor has been paid, and the laundry has been fluffed. Evan's continuing to cook the meat for the tacos today, and I'm going to wrap up cleaning here at the guest house.
The chicken is simmering in my special blend of herbs and spices, and it's just getting ready to take out and pull, and then add back to the pot so it can absorb all those flavors. You want to hold my chicken, baby?
Well, one long day of cooking, and Evie's done here, almost done, with the chicken and the inoshishi wild boar taco filling. So this should be enough filling for 300 tacos. Welcome to day 2 of taco pop-up prep. Today's agenda calls once again for many things, but our first task is to drive a few islands over to pick up some cilantro from a local farm. In the future, we plan to grow all of our cilantro for the tacos. Evan did grow some of our cilantro, but not quite enough for the amount that we're preparing for. So this time we will be supporting a local farm, Pitchfork Farms, who's a great natural farmer in the area, just a few islands away. And in addition to that, our inoshishi wild boar meat is local directly here from Ōmishima as well. So even though this is our first pop-up and we don't have all of our everything set up exactly the way we plan to in the future, we're still trying to be as local as possible.
Beautiful cilantro here from Thomas at Pitchfork Farms. Cilantro, or pakuchi as it's known in Japanese, is a hard commodity to come by, so we are happy to have this, and we're going to be looking to source more of this in the future. Alright, day 2 is salsa day. We've got homegrown tomatoes for some salsa roja and some homegrown tomatillos for salsa verde, and we are going to boil these up and blend them up and make some delicious salsas for our tacos tomorrow.
Well, that was a little bit of a longer clean than usual, but not to worry. We are not too far off schedule. Now we're going to go take these towels to fluff at the laundromat, and then I'm going to go print out some taco posters.
Green salsa from our homegrown tomatillos and green chilies. This one's a little on the mild side. Here we have our red salsa ready to be portioned out, and this one is spicy. Here we have the show-winning tomatillos that I'm going to save for next year's seed.
I realized last minute that we should probably hang some posters up, so I got these designed and printed, and we're going to take these around to a few of the businesses that will actually be open on January 1st and 2nd, which is not many. We're going to take them to the convenience store and the brewery, and I'm not sure where else yet. Driving down Ōmishima's cutest street. First poster goes to the brewery. Back on our home side of the island, I just brought the laundry back to the guest house, and it is completely ready to go for our guests who arrive tomorrow. We don't have any guests tonight on New Year's Eve. I blocked it off because of the taco event. Can't be in 2 places at once. But we do have a group of guests arriving tomorrow on New Year's Day, so the house is all ready for them to arrive at their convenience.
Just picking some of our own cilantro here to supplement what we bought from Thomas today.
Alright, it's 4 p.m., but the good news is that exactly the amount of red and green salsas that we decided to portion out for the first day fit perfectly into this cute vintage retro cooler.
Alright, taco prep done. We'll see you next year.
Alright, y'all, taco day. We are about an hour from start time, and before the crowds arrive, I just wanted to show you, we're not done setting up, but this is our almost ready setup. So we are renting the kitchen car from an island restaurant here. Originally, the plan was going to be for us to be on the other side of the building or inside, but we've got such a beautiful day today. We've got a little honey set up with our Benton Homestead branding here on the front. Then we've got the taco signage here. Honey and Chiki-chan stickers. Down here we've got the napkins dish return, because we are using actual dishes and recycling and food scraps. This is the official menu that we've come up for our first test pop-up. We're selling taco plates of 3 tacos, either chicken or wild boar inoshishi, and it comes with 2 salsas, 1 spicy red and 1 mild green salsa verde. We're also selling horchata to drink. I actually don't anticipate that we'll sell too many horchatas because that's more of a hot summertime beverage, and this is January 1st, but we might as well, and it fits with the theme. And then of course we have a description down here so everybody knows that the red sauce is spicy and the green sauce is mild. This is the first time we've gotten to use the cute little Japanese cash tray that we purchased in Mexico specifically for our future taco pop-ups. Well, the future is now, and I think it looks really cute with our little maneki neko. I think this works out really cute for a little napkin dispenser. Our location right here at the end of the Sando Street is going to bring a lot of foot traffic as people make their way from Oyamazumi Shrine down to the waterfront. Let's go inside and check out Miyaura Shoten. Alright, end of day 1. I am a little cold and dehydrated and tired, but it was great. So we had 2 taco plates remaining, which means we sold 48 out of our goal, which was 50. Now everyone says there should be more tourists today, January 2nd, than yesterday, January 1st, but it is also colder and windier today, so we'll see how it goes. We are prepped for our goal of 52 taco plates with a buffer of 20, so if we sell out, that would be 72 taco plates. Okay, end of day 2 and final count today was 38 taco plates. Now we came up selling 10 plates less than yesterday, and so also short of our goal, which was 50 per day, just a little bit. So If we add it all together, we are 13 plates short of our 100 taco plate goal. But we prepped for 120, which means that we actually have 33 plates left over. So in talking with our co-pop-up Radar Room Coffee and the host of the pop-up Miura Shoten, we decided we're going to add a third day. So we have 33 plates to go, and I think it's a good idea. It's cold, and tonight we gotta go clean the guest house before we come back tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning we'll be volunteering at the Wanowa Dog Rescue before the pop-up, so it's sort of just a ridiculous couple of days, but we're gonna do it, and we're gonna sell a total of 120 tacos at the end of all this. 120 taco plates, which equates to 360 tacos. Math.
Day 3, bonus day, and our prep starts with another batch of horchata. We are pleasantly surprised with how well this has been selling despite the cold, and it's really cheap to make, so we're making another batch and hoping to sell it all out today.
I've been thinking about any adjustments that we'd want to make to our booth setup, since of course this is a test run, but after 2 days there's only a few minor things I think I'll adjust in the future. The bright colors definitely attract attention, especially as a contrast with our booth neighbors, Radar Room Coffee, who have a super cool all black look. I like that our booth is made up of just tables and these wooden boxes and crates, because the boxes and crates serve the function of not only storing and hauling stuff, but then also becoming the display itself. The signage was greatly improved from the first test of selling empanadas last year. Having one large photo for each menu item made things a lot more clear. It worked really well to have the honey off to the side here with the Benton Homestead branding, and the honey just basically sells itself. It would be nice to be able to do honey tasting and tacos. We didn't want to mix the two this time, but we've still sold 8 jars of honey. Since we have an indoor eating location and the ability to wash dishes, using real dishes was a major bonus. A lot of people chose to dine in instead of takeout. However, next time we do need to adjust our choice of takeout container, because paper plate with putting foil over the top of it was a bit of a bottleneck when we got busy. And lastly, customers were really good at returning their plates from inside the store and sorting the garbage from the recycling. We've had no food scraps. And lastly, we learned that we need a windbreak for the burners because they are using flame to heat, and flame blows in the wind. It wasn't a problem on the first day, and it probably won't be a problem today either, but yesterday was windy, so we built a little makeshift foil screen.
We are considering making our own tortillas, but for now we are using these from Molino Campo Noble, a tortilleria in Tokyo, and I'm super happy with them, and I would not hesitate to recommend these to anyone looking for corn tortillas in Japan. They come frozen, and I was skeptical of that, but they have performed admirably, and it's super convenient to have them in these packets of 12 and just take them out throughout the day as I need them.
Alright y'all, final taco numbers. We sold 102 taco plates plus 2 individual tacos. So that is a total of 308 tacos. Let's see, 25 horchatas. And we also, over the course of the holiday week, sold 25 jars of honey from our various sales outlets on the islands. And most of those are the large and extra large size, because that's what we're getting down to as our remaining honey inventory. Now, also with the taco breakdown, we had chicken and inoshishi were almost 50-50, but inoshishi wild boar did take the lead with an additional 10 plates of inoshishi tacos. And also Interesting to note that dine-in and takeout were almost 50-50 over the course of the 3 days. So it is very beneficial, at least in the winter months, to have a warm indoor seating area. So we'll keep that in mind moving forward. Oh, one more interesting thing I forgot to mention is that, believe it or not, Facebook advertising actually helped with this event. So I thought I would test out making a Benton Homestead Facebook event page. And then I also shared the event in a few Facebook groups geared towards foreign people living in and traveling throughout Japan. We sold 10 taco plates to foreigners, but 5 of those, believe it or not, was a very nice family who drove 3 hours for tacos. So they made it a family holiday weekend event for themselves. They used to live in Imabari, and they came and visited us from a very long distance to enjoy our tacos. So we do have Facebook to thank for that meeting. To wrap up this video, I would just like to say that we are seriously considering this year getting a permanent location and making tacos a more permanent part of Benton Homestead's umbrella. We think that that will help us meet the new increased visa requirements. But I don't want to give out too many details about that yet. If you know our channel, you know I like to say this is what we did as opposed to this is what we're going to do, just in case, you know, certain parts of that don't actually work out. I like to have things a little more secure before making official announcements, but that is what we're currently working towards for the new year. So Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for watching our video. Thanks for following our channel. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Also, thank you for your comments and any sort of taco encouragement or any ideas in the comments down below. And we will see you in the next video. Ponkan, you have to stay here. And where is your collar?
You know, taco cat spelled backwards is taco cat.